Happy Friday, everybody. My name is Dan C. Bearded. If you are new here, if you're returning and know me already, thank you guys. This is a live stream that is titled Beard Topics Live. This is episode number 7, and we are sponsored today by a new company called Tabletop Beard. And we'll get into all the details about that company and their highlight. And I just want to give them a special thanks for making this episode possible. I plan on doing right now 4 of these a month. If we have more sponsors, we'll do more of them. And essentially, the goal of this podcast is to answer your questions in long format. I respond to every comment, I respond to every message, every email. But oftentimes, it's a lot better to describe the answer, the solution to a question or problem like this and talking it over, but also getting feedback from the people in the chat. Another goal of this stream is to have the playback listen ability of a podcast. That it's amazing when you're here live, but I hope that it is something that translates well to listen to it while you're working, while you're showering, while you're just around the house, just to give you some beard talk, some entertainment. That is a goal. And the last goal of this is to, again, do random days and random times. We did a stream yesterday. I believe it was at noon. Today, it's at 1 p.m. Eastern. I want to do some at night. I want to do some early in the morning. My goal is to reach different time zones, different work schedules, and people that can't normally make my streams when I'm live every Monday and Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So I want to reach different people. But again, the goal of this is to answer your guys' questions. So shout out to everyone that was able to stop in, whether you're on work break, whether you don't have to work today, whether you're in a time zone and it's the evening time. I'm sure we have all sorts of different reasons. So if you guys are able to watch, drop a comment. I would love to welcome everybody that's in here. Eric, Mike H, G Squared, Go Habs, Greg, Gamer, Kevin, Gaming, Ken, Dylan, Josh, Jonas, Donald, JT, Steve. What's up, Dave? Who else we got? Did I say Eric with an A? Eric with an A. D. Dot. Anybody else that's in there, man, I appreciate that. Oh, and great question in the chat by Gaming. How long? These streams run for almost exactly 1 hour. So they'll be from 1 hour. And again, right now, we are scheduled to do 4 a month, which we will. Hopefully that will grow and we will get more sponsors and do more of these because there's so many questions. There's so many things that I want to be able to describe in this kind of time frame. And it's going to be a lot of fun. You cut Santa's beard today. That's awesome, Dave. Awesome. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Nolan. Welcome, Chris. And guys, I do have a segment for this stream at the end where I take your questions. So if you have questions in the chat about beard care that you're not normally able to ask me, or it's better for me to explain verbally, then ask that question. I won't be able to get to it until the last part of the stream, but I will star them and I will answer them as we go through. Every one of these beard advice or these beard topic streams are going to have 3 different ones that I've pulled from Reddit and Instagram and Facebook. That's my main 3 areas where I'm taking these questions in. Dan C. Bearded on all of those. And then I'm going to address those in long form. And then again, if we have time at the end, which we will, I will get to your guys' questions and go through. So yes. My mind is still blown that you know Craig Owens. Yeah, so if you want to listen to a song where I'm actually on the track, look up Craig Owens, John Connor, and Josh Holloman. I didn't get my name on the credits. I didn't get my name on the title, but I'm actually in that song, believe it or not. I was in the studio and got to be on part of the chorus. So Craig Owens, John Connor, and Josh Holloman. It's a great show. Mark, if you can't find it, I'll send a message, but he actually just grew up down the road from me, like walking distance from me. So, yep, I know him. Yeah. What do you mean by long form? So long form would be the opposite of short form. Short form is TikTok videos. It's Instagram reels. It's the things that are really quick, really punchy. It's not about explaining so much. It's more about just like hitting the key topics. Long form is I can sit here. I don't have a real time constraint on a topic, and I can talk about it for 5 minutes. I can talk about it for 10 minutes, as long as it needs to. That would be the best way to describe long form. As long as I need to take time to describe it, I will. I'm not going to be constrained from those areas. So that should be able to hopefully explain that. Hey, Thomas. Hey, Ellie, Jake. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you guys stopping in. And Dylan, I've started your question. We will get to that one as this show gets going on. All right. And again, I appreciate you guys watching live. If you haven't yet, just please consider hitting that thumbs up. These videos, I really do hope will live on forever and people will be able to come back to them and watch them. I know Command's Corner is a lot about the moment and the energy and the fun. This one, I hope that you can listen to and enjoy anytime. No, not that John Connor, Eric. Drop the H, just Jon. Yep, just Jon on that. And Travis, I'm doing well, man. Doing well. Working my butt off this morning, but doing well. Thank you. Okay. So again, you guys, this is again, it is random days, random times. Sam texted me here. Random days and random times for this stream. And we are going over beard care, beard style, beard products, beard health. Whatever you guys are wondering, we are going to cover. I watched yesterday's live on replay. Oh, thank you, Habs. I appreciate that. Yeah, I really do appreciate that. Thank you. And this is we're going to continue. Like I said, guys, we're going to do at least 4 of these a month. If any companies are out there watching in the future, I don't think we have any in right now, but watching. Oh, we got Tabletop, our sponsor today. Awesome. But if any companies are watching and want to consider sponsoring other episodes, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to give you guys those details. And let's go ahead and talk about Tabletop since they're in the chat right now. Pretty cool. So episode 7, sponsored by Tabletop. I put this in the chat. It's a pinned comment. It's also in the description, but we do have a code with them now. This is not an affiliate code, but it's a discount code to save you guys money. And for Tabletop, the code is going to be DTTB10. The letters DTTB10. 10, and that's going to save you 10% off from this company. So a little bit about Tabletop Beard. They're actually, I believe, at an event right now at their local comic store, and they are sponsoring or hosting, somehow involved. If you're in the chat, Shane, and you want to drop a comment about what you guys are doing, that would be really cool. G Squared, I know, is going to be there, which is awesome. But this company is heavily involved with tabletop games, the Dungeons and Dragons type games. And they're really going into that community. They're taking the characters and infusing it into their company. And on top of that, you guys, they have so many great products, so many great scents. And again, if you have tried them, please feel free to give feedback. I know G Squared is a big fan. He said, related to Tabletop, but you can wait until appropriate. Talk about what makes, oh yeah, for sure. So on this note here, I want you guys to take a look at their blend for their oil. Hey, Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, exactly, Scuba. Welcome. Metal foam, jojoba, rosehip, argan, avocado, and sunflower. Man, that is an absolutely fantastic blend. Nothing cheap, nothing as a filler in there. And a lot of them where you're like, oh man, if I see metal foam, that's amazing. Oh man, I love sunflower oil. Oh man, avocado is one of my favorites. Well, they're covering all of those. All of those they're covering right in this blend here. And for me, there are several things that make metal foam the best ingredient in all of beard care. And number one, we don't even know if it has a shelf life. We have bottles of the original, because this was developed, the kind of cool thing where it relates to this company. They're out of the Pacific Northwest. Metal foam seed oil originated in the Pacific Northwest. I believe it was Oregon State University that developed the practice to get yields of the oil. And we still have the original bottles from however long ago, 10, 12 years now, I believe, of that metal foam oil that still have not expired, that still have not gone rancid. They're still good to this day. Most manufacturers put like a 5-year shelf life on it just because they got to assign a number, even though we don't know if it actually ever goes bad. And to even go farther than that, it is a very potent antioxidant. That ingredient's going to make any other ingredient in there last longer itself. It's almost like the most perfect and most beautiful preservative that you can have in an oil blend without it being a preservative. It's just doing its job really well. So, oh, very cool. Scuba said that he said, me and Hannah went on a date to a local comic book store where they had D&D on the weekends. Was fun. Super cool, man. Yeah, we have a local comic store as well. We go buy like Pokemon cards and stuff, and it's pretty cool. And so metal foam also is so nourishing. It's such a good blend. And that's very cool. Scuba said, I love D&D, honestly. Well, Scuba, seriously, check this company out. Their whole theme is based around this. And right now, as we speak, they're setting up a booth to sell some products at Mushroom Fest in Richland, Washington. Okay, I'm sure there's going to be some interesting characters there in a good way. I love people watching. I love seeing interesting characters. And guys, please consider following them on Instagram or any social media. Nobody's putting pressure on. They're not doing this just to get sales or anything. They just want to get awareness out about this brand new company, about this brand new blend. I had the fortunate ability to be able to help them and consult with them as they got their company going, their blends made, and all that. Wonderful owners behind this company, doing it the right way, brothers owning it, doing it together. Super legitimate company here. And thank you, Scuba. Scuba says, also hit that thumbs up, guys. Appreciate that. And yeah, man, they just really do some great things. G Squared said, Dungeons and Dragons such a big part of my life the last decade. His D&D game master was my wedding officiant. Wow. I believe Scuba can do weddings, believe it or not. The best storyteller I know. Hey, excuse me, G Squared. No, I'm just kidding. And the tabletop games were a huge part. We both have beards. It's great. Very cool. Super cool. And on that topic, D Dot says, how can you tell if oil goes bad? So there's kind of two levels of going bad. The first level is if it's a scented oil and you no longer smell the scent. Now the scent has dissipated. Essentially, oxygen got in there and broke up the molecules. That's a sign that it's starting to go bad, but it's still good. You can still use it when the scent dissipates or completely goes away. You'll know when oil is bad when it smells rancid. Now, to describe rancid, it smells like vomit. It smells rotten. It smells like something turned and went bad. It's one of those things where when you know, right? You will realize it when a bottle goes bad. It's not like, does this smell off? Does this smell off? It's one of those things you smell and you go, woo, whoa, yeah, this oil went bad. Just went real bad. So yeah, it's there's some issues when you realize that it has gone bad. G Squared said, I find anything that I've had with metal foam gives this crazy feeling of being thicker in hand, but goes in beard in a light way. Yeah, man, it's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Josh says, I love the way you and Scuba still have a great relationship, even though y'all disagree on some beard care. That, yeah, for sure, man. We agree on all sorts of things, and we disagree on all sorts of things, but we're friends. There's people are way too married to their ideas today. Like I'm not married to any of my ideas. I'm married to my wife Sam, and that's it. I'm not identified by believing in not using co-wash, right? I'm not identified by these things. So yeah, there's no reason. All right, take care, Scuba. Thank you, man. Hopped on YouTube for how to. Oh, very cool. Thank you, sir. So yes, this is the blend, you guys. It really is. Yeah, it's like good cheese and bad meat. Yep, for sure. So yes. Hey, Ruben, welcome, man. You missed a couple good things, but that's okay. You can go back and check them. So this is their blend. Really good. Styles if you need to. Oils have a long shelf life, but like you said, beard washing conditioner are shorter. How can you tell? Much harder to tell on washing conditioner. Usually, you're going to have 9 to 12 months on water-based products. You'll know if it's bad. One good way to tell is if you start to get really like discolored crusties around the rim of your water-based products, like your shampoo top or anything. If you start to get really discolored like crusties there, that's a sign that it's starting to go bad. If it smells off, if it smells like tangy and sweet, that's a sign that it went bad. But it's a lot harder to tell on water-based products as compared to the oils. Also, if you start to get a discoloration, if the conditioner is normally white or like a cream colored, and all of a sudden you're getting pink in it, that's a bad sign. If you see anything dark at all, a dark brown, a dark black, a dark green, throw it away immediately. That is mold, and it's actually dangerous and can hurt you. So you got to be much more serious with using those water-based ones if they're going bad. If an oil goes bad, it's just going to smell bad. It's not going to work as well. It's going to be inconvenience, but it's not going to hurt anything. Water-based ones that go bad can be a real problem. Absolutely can be a real problem. And welcome on in, Vado. Welcome in, Walter. Seth, thank you, guys. As you guys come in, hit that thumbs up. We're going to be on here for another 45 minutes. So if you guys want to share this out, man, I welcome that. Shout out to Donald, of course. So yes. You might have to reach out. Nope, they have not reached out, Josh, and that's okay, man. I don't reach out to any companies. That's one thing that a lot of people don't realize on this channel. When people review, when people have channels, most people start off by like blasting mass emails out to companies like, hey, I got a channel. I want to try your stuff. Send me stuff. Give me free things. I've never asked a company for a thing in my life, including this stream, including any products I've ever reviewed. I have not reached out and asked for anything. I take great pride in that because for me personally, I can't speak for anybody else, but I can speak for myself. If I ask for something, I know that I would feel more resistant to giving critical information, not negative, but critical information. And so for that reason, I've never asked for anything. If companies reach out to me, I don't feel the burden of having to be nicer. It's like, hey, you asked for me to review this. I'm going to review it. Just be ready for an honest answer. Might be great, but it might not be so not so great. And so, yeah, I just simply do not, I simply do not reach out to companies. And Ken's right. Ken said reviewers should probably start by reviewing what they already own. Yeah, you guys can go back to my intro. I talked about it 5 years ago in my intro video. I believe I said I had 50 products that I purchased before even making my first video. And some of you that aren't reviewers have much more than that with your collections and stuff. But I agree on that. I agree on that entirely. I still to this day have never asked for a sponsorship. I've never asked for a product. I've never asked for anything. I only just like in general, just say, hey, man, if a company's interested, reach out to me. But I don't message them and be like, will you send me stuff? Will you do this? That's just not it's just not my thing. Okay. The Bearded Clayle says, that does look like a super good blend. I love anything with metal foam. Same here. Metal foam's my favorite. Thank you, Clove. I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Washing conditioners is the one product type I only like to have one to use. Yeah, it's definitely much more serious to have the washing conditioner. How much washing conditioner should I use? I feel like either there's too much or not enough. There's no rule of thumb there, Mr. Gamer. Hey, Michael, if I didn't say hi, it's just trial and error. You just really got to figure that out. Nice. Awesome, Matt. Good luck on your trim and shape. Very cool. Yeah, that is awesome. That makes perfect sense. I'm just getting frustrated because I trust you when it comes to beard. Yeah, for sure, man. And in companies that are against reaching out and whatever it is, I get that too, man. To each their own. But I'm going to give you honest feedback. You're going to reach a whole lot of people. I never promise sales. You can ask every company that I've ever worked with. I've never promised sales. I've never even projected sales. I just said people are going to watch. A lot of people are probably going to buy. You got to bring them back. That's not on me. So yeah. Okay. They had 20 different Hawaiian. Wow. That's wild, Ken. That is wild, man. That's crazy. That's why I started following you. Oh, thank you, D-Dot. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I really appreciate that. And yeah, with most washes, Mike is right. A little bit goes a long way. And you kind of learn that the first time you like suffocate yourself. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it is. It's a learning process to figure out. Tabletop Beard said it's true. He said that to us. Dan has been incredible to work with. Thank you. Yeah, I never would want to be like, hey, normally companies sell this much and then have people get disappointed or people let down. I don't make any promises. I just know what I do. And I know there's a lot of value in that, to be honest. All right. Also, another slide about this Tabletop Beard Coat. They have oil, butter, and balm. Guys, and you can go check the review. Genuinely fantastic products. Look at that golden blend on the oil. And their theme comes through true and true. True and true. Bearded Gamer, they have a good amount of scents. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but I want to say I know they have, I believe, at least 6 or 7 right now. About at least 6 or 7, and they have some really cool things, and it's all revolving around those tabletop games. And look at the display that they have set up with the dye. Look at the different backgrounds and stuff, man. It's really, really dang cool. And 8 cents and 1 unscented. There we go. And Ruben says, oh, yeah, the theme is pretty awesome. It really is. It's such a great theme. Such a great theme. Such great art. And they're doing it the right way. I talked about that on my review, but Shane, one of the owners, he went to school for meadery. He learned about how to make mead, essentially like how to make cider, how to make wine, and learned the beverage industry. He knew how to have things sterile and sanitized and done the right way, the clean way, the safe way, the legal way. That translated over beautifully into this company because I was actually just commenting back and forth with Ruben today. Making products is not a hard thing to do. I mean, to be honest, it's really not. The hard thing to do is to run a business. The hard thing to do is stage pictures that look as beautiful as this, to make labels that are as professional as that, to have customer service and follow through that's top notch. It's really hard to run a business. It really is. If you don't believe me, you just got to go through my catalog of reviews and you'll see so many that aren't in business anymore. Not because of anything to do with their products, not because of anything to do with the market. It's just a lot of people get into business and don't know how to run a business. This company has the background, the education, the experience, the passion, the drive, man. It's really, really cool. And I love that, man. Nobody but Zach says, hey, Dan, I'm super excited to learn more about Tabletop Beard. I had no idea they were around. That's the purpose of these sponsorships, you guys. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. It's not to drive sales. They're not an affiliate, right? There's not even a commission or anything in it. It is to get the awareness out to you guys to say, hey, this is a company that I genuinely support. I genuinely use and enjoy. Check them out if it rings a bell to you. Put them on your wish list. Just have them on your radar. Even if you don't want to check out their website or make a purchase or anything, just go follow them on Instagram. That would be huge. That would be a great way to support this channel, this stream, and that company is by giving them a follow on Instagram so you can check out their information. And G Squared said they're from the Pacific Northwest too. And I love that you have something great and local. Yeah. And I do, thank you, Ruben. I do have a video breaking down all the details and Sam goes over all the cents. So shout out to Tabletop Beard. DTTB10 is your discount for 10% off. That's going to stay. There's no like time limit on that. They will be sponsoring one stream a month. Yep. One stream a month. Yeah, Mr. Gaming, one of my favorite things is covering companies that a lot of people have not heard about. I genuinely love helping companies do well, get out to more people. That's a really cool thing. I believe the world is a better place if people enjoy what they do for a living. Really, really believe in that. The world is a better place if people enjoy what they do for a living. Think about how much better our lives would be if all the people around us loved going to work 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 7 days a week. You know, it's powerful to think about. Okay, let's get into the bones of this stream here. It is Beard Topics Live. These topics come from you guys, and then I cover them on the stream. And then if we have time at the end, we will have chat questions. Now, if you want to get involved on Beard Topics Live, if you want to see your topic, your question covered, follow me on Instagram, Reddit, and Facebook. Those are my biggest ones. My Facebook group is linked in almost every description, and then it's Dan C. Bearded on all platforms. Yep, all platforms. Worked hard on that in retail, 26 years, so over it. Yeah, I totally understand. I totally understand. I don't have like the long, arduous, crazy path that a lot of people did. I loved teaching for a long time. I only had a couple of years where I didn't enjoy going into work anymore. I enjoyed aspects of it, but I didn't like going to work. I didn't look forward to waking up in those mornings to go to a job. Now, I literally look forward to work. I cannot wait to go to work. I don't like downtime. I don't like sitting. I like getting to work. And what would that work be? It would be addressing questions like this. So here's one. I believe this one was from Instagram. This was an Instagram submission that we have. And it says, kind of a beard product question. You've said hair shampoo isn't good for your beard and to use beard shampoo. Is beard shampoo okay for head hair? Love this question, and one that I get often, and hopefully people will be able to check this out. So essentially, the environment of our beard is different than the environment of our head hair. You have a lot of key differences, starting with the sebaceous glands. We got about 5 times as many sebaceous glands on our head hair, on the scalp, as we do on the skin underneath our beard. So that means our head hair is going to be greasier. Our skin is going to be greasier. You also have more pores on your scalp than you do under your beard. Other differences, the pores are larger underneath your beard as compared to your scalp. The hairs on your beard are more thick, they're more coarse, and the pH is slightly different on the skin and hair underneath or on your beard as compared to your head hair. So we do have 2 different environments, literally, and people like to downplay that, and that's okay. But we do have 2 different environments from our beard and then our head hair. Our beard area is one of the most unique parts on our body because of how it's structured. We don't have anything like this with women. We don't have anything like this on other parts of our body with the sebaceous glands, the hairs, the texture. It's very, very unique. So to combat that, we need unique products. And it needs to be pH balanced. It needs to have some oil ingredients. It needs to be something that's going to nourish and cleanse when we're talking about beard shampoo or beard wash more commonly. Yes, 100% you can use beard products on your head, hair, and scalp. Those sebaceous glands, those 5 times as many sebaceous glands and more sebum oil is going to give you more forgiveness on the products than with our beard. So the only asterisk I would put in there, the only consideration is if you use your daily gentle beard wash on your head hair, that's great. But I would 100% work in 1, 2, maybe even 3 times a week where you use more of a stripping wash. Our head hair and our scalp is going to need a little bit more powerful of products on a more regular basis. For me, it's every other day. Let me say this clearly for anybody listening and watching. For me, it's every other day. I should be able to go to this here. I will use, today, I used a head hair shampoo on my hair, and then I used a beard wash on my beard. Today was LCW from Beard Octane. I used a beard wash on my beard and then a shampoo. Tomorrow, I'm going to use a gentle wash on my beard and that same gentle wash on my head hair, likely the solid beard wash bar by the Bearded Mac. So I go every other day of beard products on both. And then the next day, it's my head hair shampoo and then my beard separately. So yes, you absolutely can use your beard products on your head hair, but often you want to work in something that's a little bit more stripping, that's a little bit stronger to get, essentially you're going to be battling that sebum level that you have, that greasiness that you have on your head hair, and you can't fully battle that with our gentle daily beard products. If you have a stripping beard product, that would be much more along the lines of a head hair shampoo, but that's the reason why we can't do it reverse. Your head hair shampoo is likely way too harsh to use on your beard, anything more than once a week. And even oftentimes when we have it once a week, it's usually not good quality. The head hair shampoo industry is unbelievably commercialized. It's unbelievably worth billions and billions and billions. And with that, the care and quality just goes down. That's just what happens. The bigger the company in that industry, oftentimes the quality goes down. If you don't believe me, guys, after the stream, look up the letters OGX, like OG, like original gangster, OGX, and look up OGX Dan C. Bearded. There was a lawsuit that happened for Johnson & Johnson that had the OGX line. Well, there was an ingredient in their head hair products that was proven to make hair fall out. Proven scientifically to make hair fall out. They came out and were ordered to not use that ingredient anymore and made a big statement saying, we will not be using this ingredient. And then after the fact, their OGX lineup still had that ingredient and they did not take it out. They got sued and they lost. People literally lost their head hair because of the shampoo they were using. That's crazy. And if you ask me, that's bad for business. If you're a shampoo company, you don't want people's hair falling out, right? If you're a beard product company, you definitely don't want that. So stick to on your head hair, stick to using beard products or your shampoo, but don't reverse it. Yeah, do not reverse it. Sebaceous G. I like that. I like that. Yeah, that is good. Beard oil and head hair, for sure. It's a personal preference thing. I do not use oil on my hair because I have up on my scalp is naturally oily anyway. But a lot of women like to use the oil on their hair for sure. So it's just that one comes down to a personal preference. And a lot of people use butter and balm as a styling kind of like pomade. And Ruben said, I used extra beard wash on my head hair to use it up faster and to buy another one. And if you want to go, here's a good method. Actually, Ruben brings up a great point. If you want to use a gentle daily beard wash only, and you're like, I don't even want to buy shampoos or head hair stuff, do a double wash on your hair. That's going to increase the impact and could really make a difference. So take your beard wash your head hair, rinse it out, and then wash it again. That's going to be more like a stripping wash. Yep. What if you're bald? Can you put beard wash on your hair, on your head every day? Absolutely, Jason. Yep, 100%. You don't have to have those same worries that I was discussing there. Yeah. Yep, no doubt. Oh yeah, if you guys haven't watched that video, guys, please after the stream or open it now and save it on your book on another tab. OGX lawsuit, Dan C. Bearded. Thank you, Erica. Yeah, happy Friday, guys. Hope everyone has a great weekend ahead of them. So yeah, it's awesome. I actually did that. I could tell I needed more. Perfect. Yep. The double wash can be a really good method. Really good method. Hey, Tony, thanks for stopping by, man. And this is episode 7 of Beard Topics Live. Today is sponsored by the first time ever Tabletop Beard. And I'm excited to tell you guys more about them as these streams go on. We're going to be doing one a month featured by this company. Great owners, great products, and a super cool theme, man. I really, really dig it. So great question there. I like that one a lot. All right, next one. Bro, how to trim while growing out? Now, I love this question because it's what I do. People always ask me about my beard goal and what I'm doing. My beard goal is to grow my beard out as long and strong as I can, but it has to look good. I cannot have an inch, 2 inches of transparency and wispies and thin hairs at the bottom. So I trim it while I'm growing it out. So black, yellow, 00, my answer for trimming it while you grow it out is only trim the transparency from the bottom. Do not touch the sides and do not touch the face of your beard. Now I'll show you what I mean by the face of the beard. For those of you that are listening podcast style and cannot see what I did there, I essentially ran my hand over my beard like I was going, right? That's the face of the beard. The face of the beard is the thing that is facing you, that you see straight on, right? That would be vertical. The bottom part, the one that is parallel to the ground, that is what I recommend trimming. Only trim the transparency from the bottom if you want to continue to grow. Otherwise, you're taking away the volume. You're taking away the meat, the body of the beard, and you don't want to do that. You want to make sure you leave those. There have been a live stream every day this week. I like it. Oh, wow. True. Commands Corner Monday. Dr. Nick's on their channel on Tuesday. Beard Advice Live. We had this one yesterday. Oh, super cool, Jason. I didn't think about that. Yeah, Ward, me either. That's the beauty of these streams is it gives me flexibility when I have a little bit of an opening and I have a different time slot. I didn't want to do the same time as yesterday, so I wanted a little bit of a different time slot, and it worked out really well. And man, we got a great number of people here in the middle of the day, so that's really, really cool. And back to the last one, Ken said, I usually use beard wash on my hair, but mine's short. Yeah, and short hair makes a difference too. Mine's not super long. You know, I got pretty short hair. And the way my hair's been parting has made it look like I got a bald spot in the middle. It's just, I have like a crazy cowlick there, but it's not a bald spot in case you guys were wondering. I do have one starting in the back though. Hey, you watch it. Nature's coming. Yep, nature is coming. Dan C put in that OT. Man, trust me, guys, if I could do 2 of these a day, I would. If I could do 3 of these a day, I would. It is not a chore. It's not a burden. It's not a task. I will never be the guy that sits up here and be like, oh, man, I'm working so hard for you guys. I'm busting my... No, I get the pleasure of being able to do this, that you guys want to come talk to me. This is easy, right? It really is easy. Oh, cool. Donald said, picked up some tabletop samples, Ranger, Fighter, and Rogue. Perfect introduction to this company is they do offer these samples. Are you going to do a Saturday streams too? No plans to, but who knows, man? It might be random. Yeah, it might be random. Okay. Oh, good question, Garrett. I actually just had a discussion. Matt, are you in the chat still, Mr. Beardlaws? Because Mr. Beardlaws and I just talked about this. Matt was the first person to really ask me a question that on competition where I was like, And then Garrett has another one that's a really good one to go with this. Garrett says, what about if you want to do a beard comp? The all-natural full beard and stash, let it grow and don't touch it? Great question. Matt from Beard Laws had asked me, in the all-natural beard, do you consider products to be all-natural? And I was like, oh, really? Eric, of course you will, Eric. Really, Eric, Sam even knows the joke of you with the bald. Really good questions, Garrett and Matt. And I can share my thoughts on it, but I don't know the right answer. I'm judging a beard competition next weekend. Mark is hosting it. Matt, I'm sure you know Mark. Mark Byers. Mike Burns. Burns? I'm saying Mark B. I always say his last name wrong. And I'm not an expert. I've judged probably 12 competitions by now, and I can only share my perspective. So here would be my answer to your question, Garrett. The natural full beard and stash. Don't touch it. That's right. I'll be there. Oh, cool, Garrett. Awesome, man. Yeah, I'll be judging. Great, dude. I didn't know that you were going. Heck yeah. Let me know if you want. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll connect. I believe the natural full beard and stash can be trimmed. I take natural full beard and stash to be no wax products. And then to answer Matt's question that he had in a comment, that was a great one. What about beard products? I'm fine with beard oil in non-styling products. I believe when you have the styling aspect, you are no longer considered the natural beard. I will say, I believe that, oh man, that's tough. That is really, really tough. Yeah, really, really tough. Brian said, I would think that what you do day to day could be different than what is required for a competition. For sure. For sure. You can change on the day of the competition. I agree. And we know that because of the freestyle beard. Freestyle beards where you use like crazy gels and different things to put it into wild designs. That's not how people walk around day to day. So you can't judge them based on that. So yeah, that's definitely good. Okay, so here, Seth, the competition is in Imlay City, Michigan, essentially Port Huron, Michigan is where it's at. What's up, Walter? I think I read the competition for next weekend. If you do the natural category, you can only use a light oil, nothing else. Perfect. I agree with that, Garrett. I think that should be considered natural. I think trimming should be considered natural, but I don't think any balms, no butters, no waxes. I think that's a good answer. Yeah, that is a good answer there. Castor oil would likely be considered a styling oil. Yep. And I like how they clarified in there a light oil. So good. So black, yellow, to answer your question, trimming it as you grow it out, you want to be able to trim from the bottom of the beard, not the front and not the sides. Can I drink the oil? Yes, you can. Should you? No, you should not. All right. Our last scheduled question before we hit the chat questions. And it usually works out where we get about 15 to 20 minutes for chat questions, which is perfect. Absolutely perfect. What are the rules for a beard competition? Every competition is different and every category is different. So you just got to look up the categories and what they require. So yeah, just literally every single one is different. This beard competition has a body hair competition. All right, here we go for a question here. It's enough to apply beard oil after the morning shower, or is it important to apply it before bed too? Brush twice a day or just in the morning? Great question. Once again, I will never tell somebody they're wrong. If somebody does something, literally my response, you guys can check my comments on YouTube and stuff. I just simply say, hey, if that works for you, that's fantastic. And I mean that. I want people to be happy. I want people to do what works for them. That's my goal, is to get you guys there. Now, I'll share what works for me. I'll share what works I've heard from lots of other people. And if there's science behind it, I will share that as well. I personally believe it is important to apply beard products in the morning and at night before bed, especially at night before bed, because when you're sleeping, you're not getting any nourishment. You're not drinking water. You're not applying anything to your beard. You're likely sweating. You're likely rolling around. A lot of stuff is going on. Can you get away with no beard products at night? For sure. Can you have a healthy, great looking beard? Most likely. But if you want to reach your best potential for your beard growth, your beard health, the way your beard feels and looks, I personally believe it's a great benefit to do oil in the morning. You can use balm, you can use butter, optional. But then at night, I believe butter is very important. And the reason why I believe butter is very important is because of those long chain fatty acids. Those are the things that are going to be solid. They're going to grip the beard, that are going to deliver nourishment. It's going to stay. It's not going to absorb in 30 minutes and then be done working. It's going to grip the beard and continue to slowly deliver nutrients, but also trap the moisture in the hairs that we need. That's so good for your beard. So good for your beard. Yeah, and I would, and as Ruben said right here, would never want to give up butter at night. I have on things like camping trips or a day we're traveling or maybe just something I wasn't able to do that night. I feel it. The difference is remarkable in the morning. So for me, I recommend morning and night. Same for brushing. Same for combing. Only using it when you should. Hey, Tabletop just donated 5 memberships. You guys didn't have to do that. Thank you, man. Wow, I really did not expect that. I really was not I don't do these streams like hoping, oh, maybe somebody's going to donate, somebody do that, and especially the sponsor. But thank you, Shay, man. That's awesome. So cool. And we'll touch back on those guys in just a second here, but thank you for that. So yeah, though that would be my answer to this question is I would make sure to do that. And G Squared said, even with a silk pillow, who am I? Even with a silk pillow, I look at butter at night as an anti-friction big time. Yep. No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. Love that. All right, let's do a quick circle back, just like we did yesterday on our sponsor today. And then we're going to take your guys' questions in the chat. I have questions from Dylan, Donald, Josh, Sickander, D. Matt. So I got several questions already starred for you guys. This company is out of the Pacific Northwest. They are only a couple of months old. They have, just look at the graphic of their logo. So detailed, so crispy. That's a beautiful logo. And they have a wonderful blend. This is I would consider a medium viscosity oil. Meadow foam, jojoba, rosehip, argan, avocado, sunflower. To the top, I recommend every single ingredient in there. There's some ingredients that I love, but I know some people are adverse to. For example, I have no problem with grapeseed oil, especially from a good supplier. But there are some people that are like, I don't like grapeseed oil because of this. All right, respect. I have zero problems with coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil, MCT oil. But there are some people that don't like it because of this. Respect. I understand kind of the grand scheme of things and where people kind of lie. I've never, ever, ever heard a complaint about meadow foam, jojoba, rosehip, argan, avocado, or sunflower. Never once. Never once. And so that says a lot. And the blend goes so well together. It was so well researched, a lot of research, a lot of trials with this company, and then they nailed it. Like absolutely nailed it here. And Seth says, thanks, Tabletop. You'll be my next purchase of oil. Hey, man, I love that. I love that. And circling back, I missed Ken's comment here. Sorry, Ken. He said, you'll notice an immediate difference if you use butter at night. When I say immediate, I agree. I think that you notice the beard butter the first night you use it. The next morning when you shower or rinse it out, that's when you feel the difference. When you comb through after rinsing out that first time of beard butter, you're like, oh, this is what it's supposed to feel like? Oh, okay. And so there really is a massive difference there. And this company has a great one, an absolute great one. Garrett, I started that one. I should be able to hit it. And yeah, man, it really is a nice logo. And so here, guys, is the beard butter, the beard balm, and then their oil with that beautiful golden oil there. And again, one more time, this is sponsored by Tabletop Beard. The code is DTTB10. Now, if you're putting this company on your wish list or your radar list, you can attach that code, or you can just come back to the stream and it'll be in the description every time. Yep. So again, thank you, Tabletop, so much, man. Let's get the word out about this company. Real people doing it the right way. Let's help them be spread out to more people. Nobody's got to try them. Nobody's got to purchase them. But I do know that this will resonate with a lot of people. So awesome. All right, so let me go ahead and get to our topics from the chat here. And so I'm going to run through some of your guys' questions. We got about 18 minutes left. Dylan, the Duke, says, any tips on filling patches, areas of hair that isn't growing? So Dylan, I have a bunch of tips for you. I want you to, after this stream, look up Dancy Bearded Beard Spot, like Spot the dog, Beard Spot. I have a video dedicated to this exact question. So things that you can do is you can exfoliate, really, really nicely rake the skin. You can focus their beard oil and beard wash there. You can look at ingredients like CBD, like bird oils, and just overall having patience. But check that video out. It's going to really be a perfect one for you. Donald Long says, what is the impact on your beard when using a heated brush at 360, 340, 365, 340, 320? Hotter gets better straightening? Yes. Yep. So, and I love that Donald put those numbers there. I don't recommend anybody goes above 365. I believe the Aberlite goes to 360 rather than breaking into 5. So 360. The hotter the temperature, the straighter the hairs. The quicker it gets straighter as well. However, the hotter the temperature, the more chance for damage. I have found my sweet spot with 320. The only time I will kind of veer away from that is my mustache can be a little bit more stubborn, and I'll go up to 360 if my mustache is not playing ball. But the rest of my beard hairs are a little bit thinner, a little bit more fragile than my mustache. And so, yes, more heat equals more straight. Okay. Hey, Bob, good to see you, man. Hope you and the fam are doing well, buddy. All right, Josh says, I stopped using Everyman Jack beard butter. Thank you. And my beard feels great. Awesome. So to give you guys a backstory, Josh sent into our show, Beard Advice Live, every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. As of now, we don't have any entries to next week. So if you guys want to send in to get some advice on your beard, the email is beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Send some pictures of your beard. Let us know your problems, your goals. Me and my beautiful wife, Sam, will give you some advice. And he had said in there, he's like, man, my beard isn't feeling right. It's off. I use Everyman Jack butter. And we, like Ken in the chat and me, and I'm like, stop. Hey, what's up, Dave? We got the king of colognes in the building. Welcome, my guy. And we were like, stop. Don't use that. That's your problem. Now, following up, Josh says, I stopped using it. My beard feels great. I can't make myself drink water for the health of my beard. Any advice? Try, guys, and I know a lot of you have better advice than I do on this one. So in the chat, if you could help out with Josh here, what is your advice to drinking more water? For me, it was just a willpower thing. I needed to make it a part of my day. I need to make it part of my routine, my thought process, my schedule. And I try to just drink water consistently through the day, every day. But I do know that there's people that really despise drinking water. I like it, right? I enjoy drinking water. So that, for me, I think it's great. I was thirsty, but that timing worked out well. Now, Walter's right too. Working out will make you the days of my water, it's like 2 different days. One is when me and Sam are working out. The water goes quick, goes easy. The non-workout days are tougher. I know some people like to use different flavored things to add to their water. That could work, right? Something that would work in there. Yeah, like Ken's saying here, a Mio. Something where it doesn't have the sugar, but you can flavor it. You can add a little bit of things. Don't feel like you need to drink it all. Yeah, please don't drink it all in one sitting. Liquid IV can be a good solution as well. Yeah, yep, absolutely. So yeah, good tips, you guys. I think if you really struggle with water, I think that doing something like Ken said, like the Mio, like the little squeeze in packets, I think those can make a nice difference. Yeah, for sure. Yep. That could definitely help out. I got my stay bearded. Oh, cool. Awesome, Rick. Nice to, oh yeah, and I got to meet Rick too. That was awesome. Got to meet Rick in Connecticut. A bunch of you guys I got to meet in Connecticut. I know Walter's in here. I got to meet him. Hey, what's up, Skyler? Welcome. So yeah, great question and great help by the chat. Beautiful. All right, next one. I'm having a problem where there's a gap between my beard and mustache is not growing. So look up my beard spot video, but I will say this as well. And I think I said this on yesterday's stream with somebody asking in the chat. You are probably the only person that is noticing that problem. And if you're just listening, I did air quotes for problem because it's probably not a problem. It's probably a natural growth style. It probably looks really nice. And you're probably looking way too close to the mirror. You're being your own worst critic and you're judging your beard based on other people's beards. Don't do that. Rock what you got. Try to stay healthy with your habits. Try to stay attentive with your beard grooming, and it will all work out. I really believe that. I think people see things. People all the time will mention that spot beneath their lower lip, and I don't even notice it. And I know some people will say, well, Dan, that's easy for you to say. Your beard goes all the way around your lips. I get it. Totally. I understand. However, I can tell you how I view other people, and that's never crossed my mind. I've never been like, great beard, but he's missing hair under the lip. Great beard, but his mustache doesn't connect. That just doesn't cross my mind. Yeah, it just simply does not cross my mind. Seth says in the chat, he said that he has the same spot. And if you look at his picture there, wouldn't have ever noticed. And Jason is exactly correct. Jason said those areas will fill in when you get older. Almost always, they will continue to fill in until you're about 42 years old on average. Yep, about 42 years old on average is when you will hit your peak on your beard genetics. But also keep in mind, the healthier your body is, the better your beard is. So some people don't reach their beard peak until their 60s or 70s because they just start to get healthy because they retired, their kids are out of the house, they have less stress, they start working out, they start eating better, they have money, they can relax, and then their beard starts to get better. Yep. All right, so how can you tell if your oil goes bad? It's going to smell rancid and rotten. It will. It's one of those things when you smell it, you'll go, whoo, oh yeah, something went. Think about vegetables turning, right? Most of these are like vegetables, seed, plant oils. So it's pretty simple to tell. How do you find a good beard barber? I have a long beard, having problems up here in the Northwest, not able to do my own. Thanks, great info. Matt, First thing is we have a beard barber map in my Facebook group. If you want to check out the Commands Corner on Facebook, we have a map. It is pretty special, pretty unique. There's a few beard companies out there that have beard barber maps, but that's like an automated process. Ours are submitted by individuals, people that have gone to a barber and said, I had a great experience. Let me submit it. It's a really nice start. Other than that, you want to start to look for places that show pictures of beard trims. You want to look for places that advertise the price of a beard trim. If you go to a barber shop and they have like haircut, they have like a hot towel shave, they have like different things, a fade costs this much, a whatever it is, and they don't list beard trims, run far away. And the best of all time on how to figure out a good barbershop near you is look for guys that have well-trimmed beards and say, hey man, great beard. Where do you go to get your trim? If they give you a name, oh yeah, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a really, really good one for sure. Yep, absolutely. So yeah, that would be my answer for that one. All right, here's Garrett. I also have a question. I'm working in the factory and it's super hot, no AC. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, Garrett. That's brutal right now. I started just using a lighter oil to stop using my heated brush because I don't want a lot of heat. Will all the heat affect the beard? Nope, you'll be fine, Garrett. It's more so about what your body does, right? If you're dehydrated from it, it's going to affect the beard. If you are not healthy because of it, it's going to affect the beard. But if you can keep your body up internally, there's no negative impact from the external heat, if that makes sense. So don't worry about anything happening here. Just worry about on the inside, because those are brutal conditions, man. And you're an absolute savage of a dad, savage of a husband to provide for your family like that. I hope you know how much I respect you and look up to you on that. And also, I know how much your wife loves you and appreciates that. So keep being great, dude. You do it all for your family, and it's noticed for sure. All right, next one. You said that you don't like the way bird oil styles in your beard. I don't like it when it's like a 75% blend. So let me give you guys an example. West Y, they're on Commands Corner on Monday. They have bird oil, but it's a low potency. I have no issues with the styling there. But for example, another one, I absolutely love Magic City beard oil, but I usually don't wear it during the day because it does affect my styling. But I love it at night. It's probably my most used nighttime oil. Actually, it is definitely my most used nighttime oil because of that. So he says, I can tell the style's different when I use it. Can bird oil affect my styling even after washing? I have not experienced that. So if I use it at night, my beard becomes really soft, really nourished, but doesn't style as well. When I wash in the morning, my beard comes right back to normal. So hopefully that will help you. I don't have any science behind that. That's just my personal anecdotal experience. All right, Cherokee Creek, can you use baby shampoo for beards? You can, yes. However, there's a lot of really bad garbage beard oil that's on the market. Or let me reverse that. There's a lot of bad garbage baby shampoo that's on the market. Make sure you're getting baby shampoo that is not mineral oil based. Unfortunately, again, there's a lot of baby shampoos that have mineral oil, that have these like just petroleum products that are in there, which is so sad that we're using that on babies, right? The biggest names of baby oils and baby shampoos are not good quality ones, and they should not be used on your beard. They should not be used on your baby. They shouldn't be used on anything. Now, there are smaller, better all natural type, not petroleum type. And then guys, keep in mind too, all natural does not mean all good. Woo, that's a banger. All natural does not mean all good. Mineral oil is natural. That's not good for your beard, right? We have acids that are natural. They're not good for your beard. So you want to make sure you're paying close attention. Just because it says all natural doesn't mean it's all good. So yes, you can use baby shampoo as long as it's a quality baby shampoo. Yep, as long as it's quality. When my beard started to grow in fuller, my dad asked why I don't have hair under my lip like he did. I just said, that's the way my beard grows. That's true. Eric, I literally would not. Oh, maybe you said when you first started growing fuller. Okay. Because Eric, if you don't have those spots today, I had no concept. Down said, I'm 52 and over 2 years it's filled in slowly. Yep, absolutely. Healthy habits and understanding your beard genuinely makes a difference. Yep, generally makes a difference. Yeah. And yep, I do have videos out there. I just try when people ask about the spots, I try not to sound like a witch doctor or anything and be like, well, castor oil, peppermint, rosemary, lavender, those things can really make a difference. They can really help because people, for whatever reason, think you're like kooky when you say that. But it's true. There is science. So you're not wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong. I still got 10. Yeah, Seth, for sure, man. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely, guys. 42 is the scientific average of peak beard growth. Now, how do we know that? That's where most males peak at their DHT production and sensitivity. One more time. Age 42 is where most males peak at their DHT, the male testosterone that gives us chest hair, that gives us a deep voice, that gives us a beard. Most of us peak at age 42, and that's when your beard is the best. Yep, absolutely. And I do believe in practicing trimming your own beard. Absolutely. All right, Ruben said, oh man, the first time I had an oil go bad, I thought, whoa, so did I. We reviewed one early on in the channel, and Sam said it smelled like vomit, because it did. I was experimenting with direct application with oils on hands, and I think this decreased the shelf life. Oh, yeah. Interesting. I could see that for sure. Yeah, I could see that. All right. Angela said, Dan, I just viewed your go-to video. So you think it was worth it even without the discount? I would. Yep. I believe it's the best heated brush that's ever been made. I really do. I spent that on a blow dryer, so I would spend that on a heated brush. Now, as always, full disclosure, I did not pay for that one. That one was sent to me. However, if it went bad and I didn't have an option, I would buy it. I really do believe it is worth it. It's the best one. Dan, what do you think about the Luxurious Bastard Co-Wash? I love Lux. Some of my favorite oils, one of my favorite owners, so many great scents, so many great products. The Calm Bastard, the Fresh Bastard, literally on my shelf upstairs is some of my most used when I get free days. However, just like I was saying with Scuba, I love Scuba, but I don't agree with him on everything. I am not a fan of the Luxurious Bastard Co-Wash. I don't think that it's a product for me or for my beard. It's not one that I've ever recommended to people. And again, not fun to say, right? That's an affiliate. That's a friend of mine. That's a great company. But I promise you guys, I will always be transparent. I will always be honest. Against an affiliate, I could say, hey, go buy that, and I would make a small commission off of it. But that's not how I am. That one, hey, Judd, that is not a product that I recommend. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying nobody should use it or that it's not good for other people. It's just not one that I personally recommend. Yep, just one that I personally don't recommend. What about smoking? Does that affect your growth? Because I smoke vape. So I'm working on a video about the impact of THC on beards right now. So stay tuned for that one. Smoking is a much more difficult one because the range of smoking is unbelievable, right? It's not about the act of smoking. It's usually about what you're smoking. So super difficult question. And to make it more difficult, here's one that's going to blow your guys' minds. Believe it or not, nicotine has been proven to have health benefits, especially with your skin and hair. Well, the vehicle that delivers nicotine, oftentimes cigarettes, is horrible for your skin and hair. It's kind of like the sun. Vitamin D, love it, need it, amazing. UV rays, bad. Yes, bad. Ken, message me, man. We could have a good chat if you know what I mean. So yes, message me. I would be glad to discuss observations, results, experiences. Yeah, I will say. I would say that I don't test on live animals other than myself. All right. Beard wash on a baby, totally fine. Absolutely fine. Garrett, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Garrett uses like a beard product company's body wash on a on a dog. Beard wash is a good one. We used beard butter on all of our babies. Like that was just a go-to for us. Yep. And yes, if you do get baby oil, I do prefer cold pressed from the baby. That is the best. The best source on that one. Yep, absolutely. All right. No way. That's cool. Angela says, actually, funny note, I consult ChatGPT on everything else, beard stuff. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, they're definitely behind. ChatGPT is definitely behind on beard knowledge. There's just not a lot on the internet outside of like myself and a couple of others, for sure. All right, my goatee has been the same length for about a year. Skylar, try taking biotin. Try lowering your stress. Increase your protein. Increase your testosterone by working out. Essentially, if you treat your internal health, your goatee's probably going to start growing again. But try biotin. That can make a nice difference. All right, G Squared said, I know I don't need the heat spray Aberlite offers, but the ingredients look just as good as regular oil. So I love Aberlite's heated brush. Absolutely love it. I personally don't think anybody should use the oil that they supply. I don't think it comes from a good supplier. I don't think it comes from this continent. I don't think it sits in an ideal situation to be stored as far as temperature wise. I have had those oils and I have thrown them away. I did not give them to friends. I did not do giveaways of them. I threw them away and they were free. I do not recommend anybody using those oils. Yes. I trust you, therefore your review has convinced me. I'll buy the extra moolah. Hey, absolutely. Saving up is a great way to approach those things. Yep. Saving up is a great way to approach situations like that. Absolutely. All right. And chilling right now. Okay, awesome. All right, guys. Hey, we just cleared out the questions at exactly 1:59, and we had like 30 seconds left here. So perfect timing. Let me go back one more time here to give a little shout out again to our sponsor to make this stream possible. And when I say that, and guys, I know that's like a tagline, like video makers make and stuff. I never use that other than these streams. I will do as many of these streams as I have sponsors. So if there's any other companies out there that want to sponsor, I would love to add you into the rotation and make more of these happen. But again, guys, shout out to Tabletop Beard, brand new company, Pacific Northwest. Unbelievable, great owners, ingredients, products, theme. They are hosting an event or a table right now at an event showing off their products at a local comic book store. Living the dream. How dang cool is that? And if you guys want to try them, it's not an affiliate code, but it is a discount for you guys to save money. DTTB10 to try these oils, these butters, the balms. They have samples. Great way to get introduced to this company. And if you are watching in the future, I hope that you guys consider, and I got on the scrolly at the bottom as well, I hope that you guys consider leaving a comment, hitting the thumbs up, and again, even if you want to share this after the fact, I believe that people can listen to this kind of podcast style and it could be beneficial to them as well. All right. Other than that, guys, I am going to get out of here. It is Friday. I hope everyone has a great weekend ahead of them. Spend it with people that you love or at least like. That is my biggest piece of advice for you. If you don't have anybody around you in your life that you love or like, message me. I would love to chat and have some conversations with you. I will be that person for you guys. So please, Dancy Bearded is out of here. Did I just talk about myself in the third person? I apologize for that. Let me redo that one. I was going to say my name is Dancy Bearded, and I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine last night, and Terry Crews always talks about himself in the third person. Terry would do this, and I just made that mistake. Rewind, cut, back to the beginning here. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Dancy Bearded, and I hope that you guys